Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee, and coffee will be refilled shortly. So, what I thought I'd do today is I have all these little booklets that they're just little paper booklets that I made from leftover paper, cut like in cuts, and of course you can't throw those away. You got to fold them up and make some books with them. And hey, Robin. Hello, everybody that's here. And by the way, the chat's like jumpy. So if you're coming in and I don't say hi to you, you may not be showing up on my chat. So, say good morning if you want to be in everyone to know you're here because the chat's not staying stable for all of us. But so good morning, everybody that's here. Thanks for stopping by. What I'm going to do with these, and y'all seen me do it before, is the smack and drag. That's why I have my big plastic cutting thing on the slick side up here so that I can, I'm trying to cover up the glare spot there. And so what I'm going to do is, y'all seen me do it before, is spray out some, and I got my Dilutions inks right here. Spray out some ink, do the smack and drag of the papers, and then we're going to dry them and then maybe do some calligraphy quotes on them. So, and if y'all are watching, if y'all see Eileen posting that link, the link is so that if you click on it and click back, the scroll bar will stay down because for a lot of people, the scroll bar doesn't stay steady. It just keeps scrolling to the top. And so, but for whatever reason, if you click on that link, Eileen hasn't come back, then the scroll bar stays down. So, how you doing? How you doing there, Jeannie? Hadn't seen you tweet much lately. And sorry, like I said, I'm in a different chair, so it's going to squeak and smack into the table. But yeah, we'll deal with it. So let's see. All right, so I'm going to. This is. I usually keep this here for a focus, and there is going to be some. I have a light right behind my head. See my. All right, that's going to have to go off. Let's see here, or down. Hang on, guys. I'm going to move the camera. It's going to glare. Okay, that's not going to work. Let's turn that one off. Nope, that's not the one. Just hang on, guys. I'm jiggling the camera because I'm trying to get the light fixture. Oh, I see what it is. It's the one. It's my overhead. Okay, so there's nothing I can do about that. So we're just going to have to put something here to try to keep the glare off. Let's just take one of these papers. All right. There we go. Keep the glare down from overhead because this is a shiny surface. All right. So anyway, we're going to smack and drag these little books and then maybe do some calligraphy. It's a secret link. Yeah. Sorry for the camera's still adjusting from being smacked. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start with a couple colors. I got all my inks right here. Get a couple baby wipes. So what you do, and Tim does these, Tim tags. He does this with his tags where he just pulls the ink, pulls the tags through the ink. And that's kind of what I'm going to do here with these. We'll see. I thought maybe I would at least do the covers. I'm not sure. We'll do a few and see what happens. I am obviously I can't do 20 pages for each one. So, all right. So let's see. Let's go ahead and start with maybe some turquoise. And all you need is some spray inks. I'm using the Dilutions. You can use any kind of sprays. I have other ones too, but these are the most vibrant in color, so that's why I'm using those. Put a little sunshine and maybe a little red. Let's just put some red, yellow, and blue. So what I do, and I'm just making a small place here because these are kind of small. Let's go that way. These are small little paper. Well, let's see. They're probably about a 5 by 5, something like that. So you just get some water in the ink, take your paper like this, and just do smack and drag real quick like that. That one has kind of a lot on that blue right there. It's kind of drippy. And I'm going to just pick up a little of that off of there. Okay, and do another little drag. So you can see it just gets some little, and then I have to just throw, that's why I have a protective rug down here, because I throw everything down on the floor. You can just keep adding a little water until, now after you do this about 5 or 6 times, maybe a little less, depending on the colors, it'll start like red and blue here is going to turn this brown. So you only have a few times where you can drag it and mix that ink color without it getting muddy. You like the envelopes? Yeah, I'm out of envelopes to do. So we'll just have to do something, maybe draw something on these little booklets, Dana, instead of envelopes. But yeah, I've done these before, and I'm just going to try to pick up the rest of that right there, just to get that picked up. That one's kind of a little brown. We may not even use that. All right, so then you got to take and just wipe all that off with the baby wipe. Take a sip of coffee here, guys. And then spray some fresh color. All right, so this time let's go with some turquoise and some orange and maybe some, where's my lime green? Like I said, I'm almost out of a couple of colors, so I'm going to have to try to find a place to refresh them. I got these mostly at Hobby Lobby, but they're like, they don't sell a lot of colors anymore. I also have the black and white, and you can do some cool gray things with that, or do black and then draw into the ink. So anyway, all right, so you want to, this is thin, so it's not like cardstock or anything, so you don't have to like let it soak up. You just want to drop and drag real quick like that. And if you don't think you got enough, just touch it down there and get a little bit more. Then I'm just throwing them on the floor, and then we'll take a heat gun to them if they're not quite dry. So just drop and pull, just pull a little, and it smears it out. See? Like that. All right. So there's a little bit still of blue there. Let me add a little bit more color there. Blue, some more lime, maybe some, let's go with some pink. And then if you just add the water, it makes it just go farther. Truly on your keyboard, Kelly. All right, so we're just going to keep going here. Just drop and drag. See, look. By the way, Kelly, you got Happy Mail coming. I sent you a bunch of cuts from the Cameo. Which, by the way, let me say this. And I did clarify. Ooh, that one's pretty. I did clarify this in a note on my last the Cameo video. It shows how often I change my paper. Oh, that one needs a little more. See how you just drag it, and it shows how often I change from my regular black, white cardstock that I'm used to and have the settings all set up to a heavier cardstock. But yeah, you have to change the blade. You take it out and you put it in the little hole and you twist it to turn it manually. For some reason, I totally forgot that. So when I was just changing the settings in the software, and you have to take the blade out, change, twist it in the little hole to change the blade setting depth. And for some reason, I forgot that. So that's why it wasn't cutting. So anyway, I did put a note so nobody would be confused. All right, so now let's go ahead. This is getting a little muddy, so I'm just going to take that off. Let's go with some blue, dark blue. Maybe some, let's go with red, postbox red, or yes, postbox red. And some yellow here. My yellow hasn't been spraying well. There we go. And when you do this, you just have to have either a craft mat, like I have the black craft mat, but you can't see any color when I do that on the black. But it'll still work. You just need something slick and non-porous. It doesn't matter what it is, a craft mat. This is the reverse of the quilting cutting mat. anything that's not going to soak up your ink, or let it dry. You just have to have something that'll stay wet so that you can pick it up. Oh yeah, you should, Mitzi. All right. I'm just throwing them on the floor behind me. And I think what we'll do is maybe some quotes or something. Maybe draw some pictures on them like I do the envelopes. I don't know. I just saw this stack over there and I said, you know what? I need to use this. So just drop and drag. And if you want more anywhere, add more. But I kind of like it where it's a lot of negative space, a lot of white space there. Yeah, Lisa, that's so cute. Lisa has a little spot where she keeps my Happy Mail. I haven't sent you something in a while, Lisa. I need to send you something new for your spot. All right. A little more water. We'll see how it goes. If it starts getting muddy, then you want to, is that a difference? No, it's the same size. Then you want to wipe it off, or just like the last pull there, you just kind of soak up what's there. Because you can always go back and add more. All right, so let's wipe that off. This right here is taped down, this matte paper, and matte meaning it's not shiny, because the glare from the overhead ceiling light is putting a spot right there of light, so I just taped that down. All right, let's go with some green. Let's go with some more yellow. Oh, I do have another yellow. Is that the same yellow? Is it different? Oh, one's lemon and one's pure sunshine. Is pure sunshine? Did I not open this? Let's open the pure sunshine. I must have tried to replace the lemon one and didn't have a cut there. Get the plastic off. Oh, don't tell me you have fresh coffee, Eileen. That makes me have to go down and get some. And what color is that? Green? Okay, let's put a little. I'm just trying to use about 3 colors. If you get too many colors, especially in a small area, you're going to get it muddy really fast. Really fast. All right. And these are they're curling up. They're on the floor. They're curling. It's fine. They'll flatten back out, especially if I take a heat gun to them. They're, because they're saturated with ink. We'll be fine. There's just going to be some little things to do some quotes on. So that needs a little more. Okay. They're just piling up. Piling up. And you can leave it or add a little more. They're kind of like ink blocks and stuff. They're just really kind of cool. If you think you need another color in there, like I might add a little red since I've used up the yellow there. I can see the colors better than y'all can here. See how that's kind of just cool? Just a little bit of ink. Just a little bit of ink makes it look cool, and that gives you something to draw on. Then you can doodle, draw. You can make this into a little scene or just draw right over it like I do my animals. You kind of just ignore. I'll have to pull out my pug again to show y'all how it looks when you do a big sheet. So just maybe a little bit more up there. See, I'm not really overthinking it right now. I'm just working on making a bunch of them. Let's just pick up the rest of that. I'm just working on making a bunch of them. All right. And like I said, guys, I got the computer chair from downstairs. So if it's squeaky and bumping into the table, it's because it's taller than my other one. All right. So here's red. Let's see. Let's go with some red, orange, and yellow. If y'all have any questions, put them in caps so I know. Oh, I do too. I love the Dylusions because they're so vivid. They're so bright. Now, like I said, I have other kinds. Like I have the SCI Tumble Dye. I have some of the Moon Shadow. Who makes those again? The ones that come in powder form that are a little bit more gold and And you know, and I do have gold. I could, oh, let me, all right. Hang on, guys. I'm hopefully not rolling back over my work I just did. I have a gold. Hang on. The only Heidi Swap, no, that's the tumble dye one. The only Heidi Swap color shine that I have is the gold. So I'm going to shake it up over here, hopefully not smack into the camera. But gold, silver, and you can also water down. This is a good place to use when you have your, oh, sorry guys, I bumped the table again. When you have your paints like this, now warning, make sure you keep them separate from your regular paints if you have lots of them. Like this one is probably down to about this much paint. When I get down to about this much paint, I'll put water in it and shake it up. Make sure you cover up the hole. Um, I've shaken them up and but anyway, if they get down to like that much paint, then just add water to it, shake it up, and then you have a nice wash. Maybe I'll do that with this one just to show y'all how it works. Then you have a bunch of these. You either need to put wash over it, put a piece of tape, a piece of washi tape, or something over the ones that you've added water to if you keep them close by. I try to keep them in a separate box rather than keeping them all together, because you'll forget which ones. Now sometimes you can shake them up and tell if there's a lot of water, but if you go to use them in a painting or something and you go to just dump some out, it'll just wash out. So you want to make sure you label or keep them in a separate box if you make washes out of your leftovers. Okay. All right, so let's see here. I forget how much stuff I have left. Oh, I was going to add the gold. All right, let me continue to shake this up. I haven't used this in a while, and the Heidi Swap Color Shine, the one that, I don't know if it's all of them, but the gold and silver. I only have the gold. Has the ball in it to keep it all moving. So let's put a little gold on there, just a little, and so let's go with that. Let me separate my, okay, and drop and drag. All right, so there you can see the gold with the red, yellow, and orange. Well, it's wet, so you can't tell it's shiny anyway. Let's put a little bit of, let's go with a little turquoise and a little more gold. That'll be cool. And some water. That'll give me a few. So if y'all have a question, put it in caps so I know y'all are talking to me. All right, let's pick up a little of that turquoise. Kind of running. All right, so the turquoise got a little mixed in with the red, so it turned it a little, not really brown, but kind of a dark color, so it's got too much there. All right. You just got to kind of test it out. So I'm just going to soak up what's left there. Some of the gold and whatever. Some of them are lighter at the end. But these are just leftover scrap pieces of paper, so I don't care. Oh, and also the other thing is that it does not come off your hands easy. Even with my tried and true fingernail polish remover, dilutions will not come off that easy. Okay, I need another baby wipe that's getting a little saturated with ink, and I'm just smearing ink around. See? All right, so I'm going to put a little more gold. And going back with the turquoise and maybe a little red. Gold, red, and turquoise. There we go. I haven't tried any of the Timmy sprays. Any watered down ink will work, Eileen. You know, any watered down paint, ink. So it's just drop and drag. And the dragging just gives it more pattern. You know, if you just put the ink down, look, I'll show you. Like, if I just put the ink down like this, let's put some yellow. If I just put it like that and got it wet and just went like this, see, well, that's kind of a lot of it, so it did work. But it doesn't have the same, like, pattern. Let me drag one here. You just don't get the same lively pattern. Up and drag. See, it just you just get so much more interest. Now look right here. Okay, so I already see a whole story right there. There's a little person. All right, I'm just throwing them on the floor. I got a pile of them over there. Let's try to use this up. See, when you drag them, drop and drag. See, I'm almost used this up now. His colors are darker. Ooh, I'll have to test some of those out then. The thing is now that Archiver's closed, 2Ps is closed. You know, you have to really hunt it up. I mean, you can order, find it and mail it, order it and all that, but it's like, you just can't go to the store and just get all this stuff anymore. All right, so let's go with some purple. Come on, purple. Okay, it's not wanting to spray. So what I do in that case is I just either drop some out, just a drop, because I want to add water to it, so just a drop is all you need. Let's see what color with the purple. Let's go with some lime green. And, oh, that's red. Okay. I'm just kind of picking randomly here whatever colors I want. Okay, I do kind of want that to smear out. Let me get my scissors here. Break that up a little. Not just a dot. So there's red, green, and purple. We'll try some other things here too. It's not like I'm going to run out of these little pieces of paper. But I'll find my pug drawing. That's one of the best examples. Okay, that one's starting to get a little brown. Let me sop up the excess and clean it up here. All right, I got quite a few down there on the floor. Okay, now let's see. Oh, I want to do some more gold. Let's do some gold and some blue. Just 2 colors. You just tried it, Kelly? Isn't it fun? This side's got the gold on it. Look, you can see it. Well, you'll see it better when it dries. That'll stay shiny. Now that looks like that could be a bird. Can't you see a bird in there? And then if I want more, all you have to, just add more. You don't have to. It's probably best if you let it dry and then add more, but I'm just going to add some more gold on that side. I messed up my bird. All right, let's add let's go with some orange and yellow with that little leftover blue. Maybe I'll get a kind of a cool green there. Oh, I do have a dark green. We'll go with the dark green next too. Hey, Moomy. Isn't it fun, Kelly? I know. And Kelly, you can do this when you get the cuts I'm sending you. Do it with, let's see if I have something handy. Let's see here. All right, here's the back one. So this is one I did before, but here's the white side. All right, let me get some more so you can see it here. But you can take your cutouts, your cameo cutouts, and do the same thing. Look. Okay. Anything. All right, so here we go. Drop and drag. Drop and drag. All right, let's go. Let's add a little more water and go this way. Drop and drag. Yeah, Kelly's an enabler today. All right, let's add some lime green and some of the dark green. I didn't clean that off. Well, we'll see what happens. Come on, dark green. Oh, I got another one. Let's see here. I thought I had another. For some reason, that one's not wanting to pump. Sometimes they get clogged, and I'm the worst for not cleaning them off. Is that the same? Yeah. I'm the worst one for not cleaning off the nozzles ever. Oh, let's get a little more green. All right, so I'm going to do some greens. Get some water here. Drop and drag. And none of these papers are gessoed. If you want a different effect, if your papers are gessoed, the ink will sit on top. You'll have a different effect. All right, let's add a little blue in there. A little more yellow. Y'all should see the pile over here. Oh my goodness. And I'm just letting them all pile on top of each other. If one color gets on top of another paper, then so be it. They're piled up over there. All right, let's add a little more red again. And some blue. Drop and drag. I'm literally just throwing them over there on the floor. But look at all the little, look, you can see a whole little city, and this could be a river. I mean, you know, there's just so much you can, if you want to look for designs in them. Or you could just, like I did on the, let me go ahead and pull that out real quick to show y'all. The pug, just how you go paint right over. Now, a lot of y'all have got my envelopes. I try to send those out at Christmas. I need to get some more envelopes. All right, let's see here. I'm trying to think. I don't want to roll over it because it's all behind me. Don't want to bump the camera. All right, hang on, guys. Let me see. Okay. So here is one where I took a big piece of paper and did the exact same thing on a big piece of paper and then drew my little pug on top of it. So you can just use it as a background for other things. See how this is all really not much over here. Most of the ink is right there. And so I have a whole bunch of these left over from where I did this. And I just, after they dry, I roll them up into a roll. And then I have big sheets of paper ready to go whenever. Let me see, I'll set that over here for now. All right. So, well, let's just go ahead and this one's, I do need to add water to this one. So let me find one that's, let's see. All right, so you can take just a drop of paint if you're not watered down and just add a bunch of, you know, you can make your own like watercolors. It's the same thing. It's just, all it is watered down paint. You know, watered down ink, watered down paint. So there's just some blue paint. Then I'm going to add some yellow there. Spray. Throw that in the water. And the thing is about this is it's just fun just to see what happens. You can put links are open, Claire, if you want to put your link to your magazine article or the magazine that you're going to have the article in. Sorry for the squeaky chair, guys. every time I move. All right, so let's just clean that up. See, now it's getting a little muddy after a few, it gets down to not much paint left there. All right. Okay, so there's that. Let's see what, oh, I'll show you some of the tumble dyes, or some black and white. Okay, let's do a couple black and white to show you. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Okay, here's the black. Oop, kind of went everywhere. And then, and the white needs to be shaken up too. The white has the ball in it. Now, mind you, I'm going to be doing this on white paper, but you could do this. Maybe I'll try it. Let's see if I have a black piece of black paper handy. We'll do it on black. Kelly's over there in the background trying everything. We want to give her plenty of ideas. Okay, all right, Kelly. So here's some black and white. And you can just kind of dab it. And you can add a color in there. Let's add pink in there. Black, white, and gray. Or black, white, and pink. But when you have leftover scraps of paper like that, that's the best thing to play with. Looks like a dragon. These are the best things to play with when you just have scrap pieces of paper that you just want to use up. Okay? All right, so let's do maybe a couple tumbled, well, I could do some tumble dyes, but it's basically the same type of thing. You know, just a different spray. Any inks will work. All right, so, oh, and I even have these. Let me see, I didn't buy, these were on sale. Let's see if I can get these over here. These were on sale. I got, what, 6 or 7 of them. These tulip fabric sprays. They're normally like $7 or $8. I think I got them for $1.99 or something. So I got quite a few colors. But basically, well, another one that I always pick the one that's not wanting to give the nozzle to work. So I'm just going to put some out there. And then I might add some pink with that. Where's my pink? Pink. Add some water. So anything. Watered down paint. But it's just the idea of taking it and dragging it through. You know? Okay. All right. There we go for the spray demo. I think we've done enough of those. And we'll see how many we can dry. Oh, that's got quite a bit right there. Let me just sop that up. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we can move this out of the way. Let me get a paper towel. Dry it, and then I'll remove all this. Let me pick up all my, I use these little, if y'all get the little disposable, well, all Kleenex is disposable. The little travel packs, the disposable. The little travel packs of Kleenex that come in these little boxes. These little boxes are perfect for holding your inks. Look, I got all kinds of them here. So when those, you know, when you use up the little travel Kleenexes, these little boxes hold your inks really nice. All right, so let me put the over there. This over here. Okay, no questions or anything. All right, so I'm gonna just throw these back up on my shelf, up on my ink shelf right next to me. And we'll pull these out and maybe hit a couple with the heat gun. We won't dry all of them because obviously I probably did 100. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me move my little butterfly. And I will probably go get some coffee. take this off. Throw that back there. All right. There we go. This is just a piece of paper for my camera to focus on. I got 2 or 3 different things that work. That's what those all are. All right, so, all right. Scoot up, squeaky chair. All right, now, I'm rolling over them. All right, so I did quite a few. Let's pick them up. All right, if y'all want to take a quick, I'm going to go down here on the floor and pick all these up. It's going to take me a minute. Hey, Colleen. So I can talk to y'all, but I can't see the chat. So let me just kind of stack these up and see what we have. Just a minute. Okay, we did approximately 60. We did approximately 60 of them. All right. And they're still damp. So before I can do any drawing or calligraphy or anything, whatever ones I pick to work on, I'll have to hit it with the heat gun to dry. So just in itself, this would make a cool book in signatures. If you took like 5 at a time and folded them up, made signatures, you know. I was just thinking about doing like this would be like the cover of a little booklet, like, you know, the book. This is the same paper here, and then make a little, and you can use either side like that. So they're like the covers, and then on the inside you could write whatever. And these are just the little, folded things. You could just take a twine. Here we go. Let's see. Try to find something a little bright, just stand out with these colors. But you could match it up. This one's pink. You just take this twine like this, and this is a pink one, and put it around your other folded papers like that. How many are in there? Let's see. One. I don't even remember how many I made. Probably 5 or 6 anyway. And then just take a piece of twine to hold it all together. So I need Boo for her little finger to hold. So then, you know, you can have a little tie on there. You could put a little bead on it, whatever. I didn't tie that. It's kind of loose. Let's see if I can tie that up a little tighter. And then you have a little booklet. So that was what I was thinking of doing today with the little booklets. So I'll stop a second and check the chat. Thanks, Lainey. Like that. Well, you know, and that's the thing, you know, when we collect stuff like these papers and fold them up, if you're actually making a project, you know, these would have probably been the end cuts off of a bigger book, Moomy. And so I would have already had them nice and, you know, a pile already cut. So that's why I would use it. If I'm just cutting off an end piece of one piece of paper for a project, I don't save that. In other words, I'm not going to collect individual little pieces of paper that are all different sizes. Probably not. But when I did a big project and had lots of paper left over, already neatly cut, then that's when I would use it. Yeah, it could be a profile there. What I like to do with these though is like I did here with the pug, is not even try to find something in the ink, but just go over the top of it, kind of ignoring. Now, granted, I did kind of place it, you know, where I wanted it. And you can also pick, I have a roll of these papers. You can pick the paper that you think will go best with your project and the colors. You can kind of plan it out a little. That's a jelly plated one. All right, so my chat is. Let me go ahead and refresh it because I'm not seeing who is here, and I think the chat's just not showing every. Uh, yeah, see, a minute ago it had 4, now it has 18. So I'm thinking that people are just dropping off and on the chat um, list. I mean, I see y'all when you type, but if you're here and I didn't say good morning to you, I just probably didn't see you. Let's see. I think I've said hi to everybody but Terry. Hi, Terry. All right. So anyway, that's how you can just do a little like something like this. And what I want to do is do some calligraphy quotes. So if anybody has some kind of a quote that they like, otherwise I've got tons of quote books. It's not like I can't find a quote, but I thought maybe I would do some quotes of some, if y'all had a quote that you really like. And of course, let me write it down. Let me write it down before I try to. Um, let's see. Pen. And I also have my Lisa. I don't know if Lisa's still. I still have my Lisa pen here, which I love. I just love it. It just writes so smooth. Every time I don't know what to write, I just write Lisa. Okay. So, does anybody have a quote that we could do on one of the little booklets? Bueller, Bueller. Is that the quote you want there, Jeannie? I expected one to be your fave, but which one is the cuddlier? I could get out well, nobody would understand our wing nuts. For those of you who are watching the recording, the girls are talking about their cats and their personalities and what they do and say. That's why I said that. Jeannie said something about her cat. Oh. All right. Well, no one's got. Well, and I know there's a lag, but if no one has one, let me just go grab a book here. Oh, someone that was for. Oh, I know, Jeannie. I know it was for. I was being funny, Jeannie. I know it was for Eileen. Hi, CB. All right. So I'm gonna let me find if I have one up here. Oh, let me see if I have one up here. Might have to run downstairs. Let's see. Looking. Oh, don't know if I have one. Okay. Oh, I have the perfect word and the perfect card up here. All right. The perfect word. If y'all have ever done any, well, y'all know these have been around for. There's the ultimate word and the ultimate card. I didn't pick the card one because I figured it's going to have lots of birthdays, anniversary quotes, wedding quotes, stuff, stuff like that. But the word has pleasant poetry, sensational sayings, quintessential quotes, and wonderful, wise, and witty words. And these are by Linda La Tourelle, and she compiles these. Now, I don't know that she's made any recently, but they weren't, like $20 for these books back in the day, which was, the day was 2004 for this one. I don't know what the Ultimate Card one's date is. But anyway, so these have been around about 10 years. You have the perfect quote, but you can't remember it, Moomy? Well, that's not going to. Dana. Dana, I'm not even going to repeat that. No, maybe I should. Dana says she has a few favorites, but she's too lazy to type. And also, I want to give a shout out, a happy birthday to Vicky, if she watches this recording, or if y'all want to leave her a tweet. Today's Vicky's birthday. So happy birthday, Vicky. All right. I'm going to have to go get some hot coffee. All right, so they have all different, let's see. Here, table of contents, cats. Since everybody's talking about their cats, let's go to the cats. Let's see what we have there. All right, here we go. Cats. Things like, every life should have 9 cats. Now, I know a lot of people say, oh, those are corny quotes. They're just like, and they are. They're kind of, they're fun. They're fun quotes. They're not serious quotes. And I have a whole book of serious quotes downstairs, which maybe I should go get that. Ever notice? Okay. It's always the lady. You girls is the. Okay, now Moomy, I'm not going to write that on a card. All right, you girls, I'm going to stick with my books. I'm not going to put that on a quote on Ustream, Moomy. Hey, Janet. Well, I'm just looking for something to do some little quotes on these little ink books that we made, or these papers that we just drug through the ink. And maybe a little drawing or something. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, Janet, and if there's anybody else here that participated in the zine swap, I was going to show the zines, and I thought a lot of y'all had a lot of personal information on your zines, and I didn't know if you really wanted that on a recording. So I've not shown the zines. And Janet, since I just saw you, I just thought of you because you're one of the ones. So I have not shown the zines on the recording because I didn't know. I didn't know if anybody really wanted that. Yes, Moomy, that is your Ustream and Facebook. Do you want us kicked off the air, Moomy? Now that's cute, Eileen. Eileen has a Charles Schultz quote, life is like a 10-speed bicycle. Most of us have gears we never use. You don't care, Janet? Okay. All right, let me just get this over here. Let me write that down. Let me write down Charles Schultz. Now I got to try to write fast because it's going to scroll off. That's a cute one, Eileen. And I'm going to put E.T. said that. All right, I like that. CB is naughty too, yes. Well, CB stays in the corner with Eileen and Jeannie. They are always in the corner. All I wanted to do is to write some calligraphy, people. I didn't want to police the chat room. Okay. So we have that, and let me just flip through here. Let's see if I can find something cute with the cat quotes. Let me just kind of, they're just quick little ones. Cats always know just how you're feeling. They don't care, but they know. We'll use that one too. We'll just do a couple, guys. I just wanted some samples. I just wanted y'all to have some samples. My goodness. Oh, y'all that are not here, you should probably be glad. Oh, let's see. Where did that one go? And it doesn't have a, I don't know whose quote that is. All right. Okay. I don't know if that the bot's quick enough for you guys. I'll tell you. All right. So got a couple of quotes. I just want to do a little calligraphy, guys. Maybe a little drawing, a little cat face or something. All right, but I've got to go get some coffee. So let me go run downstairs, get some hot coffee. I'll leave some of these here. Now they're still, they're still damp, so I'll probably need to hit whatever ones I use with the heat gun. But you can see we did 60 of them in what, 30 minutes? Not even that, probably. So they're real quick to do, obviously. All right, I will BRB, guys. Oh, wait, where's my little, here's my little, there's my BRB. All right. Okay. So, what you can do with something like this, that's a good example of like using cat quotes. Sorry, guys, I bumped the thing again. Is if you did something like this, you could put cat quotes and then just use the book to um, do all your cat quotes or whatever kind of quotes. You know what I'm saying? It could be, you know what I'm saying, Vern? Hey, Carol. Or you can draw on them. You can, like I said, do little faces. It doesn't have to be anyone, anything detailed or anyone you know. It could just be whatever. It could be doodles. It could be things like, hang on, let me go. Oh, who was it that asked me? Someone asked me about showing some journal books. Someone asked me to show art journal books. Maybe I'll do that too. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So if you're not a person that thinks they can draw, take some of your clip art books, like this one has the 1,000 motifs, and do something out of these. You can copy these and use them. You can trace them on your books. Just if you feel like you can't draw, which I'm always one to say you can if you practice, but if you want to make a project and you just can't feel like you can draw, then, you know, get some, look at all the designs. There's just tons of designs. And what you would want to do with this is like make a copy, blow it up to whatever size you want. Look like you like this little mandala type thing, mandala type thing. You could put that right there on the cover, you know? Any of the, you know, little designs, stuff like that. All right. So these kind of books are real helpful for if you think you can't draw, practice your drawing. But you know, you know how I am about telling y'all to practice your drawing. Okay, let me put a test in there. There we go. All right. So I'm going to just do a little bit of some calligraphy. I think I'll just use my little Lisa pen for the inside. Well, it really kind of needs to be a little bigger on the cover. Cat quotes or something like that. Maybe in a circle, because that kind of inspired me just seeing that. Let's see if I have something the exact size of a circle to have. Let's see, here's some duct tape. That's going to be well, that would probably work. We'll just go with that. I just want a circle to write cat quotes on the cover. Okay, yeah, and by the way, guys, the chat's not sticking, so if we don't say hi, it's because you're not talking and we don't know you're here. Oh, yeah, Janet. So can we y'all want to, well, let me do this first, and then I think I'll show Janet's, and I'll show mine as well. But I don't want to show people's personal, if you're here and you are in the zine swap and it's okay to show it, let me know. Otherwise, I kind of want to get permission because a lot of them have personal stuff on them. I just asked Janet, and she said I could show hers. She has a 3-parter. And then I'll show y'all mine. So, and if anybody else is here and I can show theirs, let me know. All right, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. I can just do it with the quote with this pen, which is small. Oh, I'll go ahead and do it with it here too. So all I really want to do, and I'm not going to, well, let me go ahead and do that because it might be helpful to somebody. The best way if you're going to do calligraphy, whether it be a quote, lines, a circle, any kind of writing, you really should have pencil lines because you'll end up going down. Your letters will get skinnier or whatever. But I'm just going to go ahead and do. Let me just write it in here. Just you want to at least even pencil, even though it may not be the exact lettering. It's not. You don't have to pencil it out in calligraphy, but you want to do the size. So for instance, like I know that the A, C-A-T, the T is going to be in the middle. So I want to at least write out the size of the letters. All right. Okay, so that needs to come over a little because I didn't put it right where I want it. Okay, so I kind of just penciled in where I know I want it to be. You're easily entertained. Well, it's just fun to hang out, guys. Y'all know, we all know that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and play with my Lisa pen here. I named it Lisa. All right, let's see here. Oh, I should have probably dried that a little. We'll see. It might feather because I didn't. Yeah, it's feathering because I didn't dry it. That's okay. Lesson learned. All right, QUO. So it's feathering a little because I didn't dry the paper. Did I spell quotes right? And then, like, if I want to balance that thing with the Q, I might go, let me get my pen right here. Might do some little swirls or whatever. Not a lot. Not a lot, Kelly. All right. So, yeah, then you want to make sure that's real dry, which I haven't even dried the ink. Make sure that's dry before you erase your penciled in lettering or your, like where I did the circle. You want to make sure this is all dry. Otherwise, you're just going to smear it with your eraser. So I'll probably hit that with the heat gun. But because you got a circle now, that's making me want to like doodle and things around. Like if you're a Zentangler or I just want to. And this could be very, meditative and just, real quiet and sit and do this kind of thing. Or you could be blasting your music like a lot of the girls here always say they like their loud music. I'm not going to name any names. I saw it on Twitter the other day. No, it's a Jeans, I think. And they were talking about, oh, I like my loud music. Whatever you like. Just trying to give y'all ideas. That's why I do this. Just to give lots of ideas, and you can take them and do whatever. All right, so there's that. Yeah, I don't know, CB. I just saw what she posted. I didn't hear her talk about it or anything, so I don't know. All right, so now let me hit that with the heat gun real quick because I'll be the first to smear it. All right. Try not to bump my hubster's office chair into the table. He generously let me borrow his chair. I just want to make sure this ink is dry too. All right, so maybe we'll just draw. Well, let me erase that first before I put any more ink on it. Hey, Jean, home from school for the day or the week? Or do you have one more day before y'all? Oh, no, y'all don't have. I don't know what I'm thinking. You're in Canada. You don't have Thanksgiving this week. Oh, I just think of the teachers that are off this week, and I think of you're my teacher, Jean. You're the teacher. All right, so there we go. So there's cat quote. So what I think I'll do, I'll just take a little pen here. Now, technically, you should probably sit here and sketch it out, what you want. I'm just going to try to just draw a little cat face here. I'm just going to do a little cute little cat face, little cartoony cat face. Kind of looking off to the side like, there. Put a little kitty cat on there. Hoping for a storm Thursday. Are y'all expecting one, Jean? Oh, I guess you are. All right. So now back onto the cat quote here. So what I'll do is a little bit of ink came through there. This is just thin paper. All right. So what I'll do is I'll take, and then I want to show Janet's because she's here. Let me just here. Here's a post-it note. I'm just going to use this for a ruler. All right. Really, it's not long enough here. Let's use another sheet of this paper. So I'm just going to put a few lines here, and I'm eyeballing it. If you really want to make sure your lines are straight, blah, 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 make sure you use a ruler. This is for an example, guys. This is just a little sample here too. They're a little crooked, but okay, we're going to go with it. All right, so I'm just going to kind of freehand this, not any particular letter style. If y'all have a question, put a Q and a colon. Okay, I don't know. Is that Jean? Are you tweeting? Cats always, and oh, let me do that because I'm trying to be a good example here. So we want cats always know what your, maybe I should have done it on the continuation. I think I'll do that. So I'll do it 2 pages here. Cats like a little always know just how okay. Hey, Darcy. All right, we'll just go with that. Okay, back to my pen. All right, so I'm just going to and what I like about this pen is because you don't have to, in most calligraphy pens, you have to do the strokes in one direction. You can't like swirl around. But with this, you can, if you're careful anyway. But it's hard for me to try not to do it like stroke by stroke like I would in calligraphy. I don't want to get too quick here. I can see my lines are I'm doing this really quick. You can take your time. Calligraphy is another thing you need to do a lot of practice with. I think I'll put an exclamation mark. Two of them. Yeah, it's the Pilot Parallel. Sorry, Jeannie. Thanks, Dana. Lisa sent it to me, and it has the cartridges in it. And she sent me the little box of colors as well. I just been using the black. But what's kind of cool about it is I'm so used to just calligraphy nibs. Like, hang on, guys, let me go under here. Let me get a big one you can see here. I'm used to calligraphy nibs, like dip pens like these. And with those, you can't go like down and around. You couldn't really make a circle. In other words, like this. See, I could, and it's a little tricky, but you can make circles and stuff with this. But with a dip pen, you can't go up and around. Your ink will go, it'll splatter. You just can't make circles. I mean, you can if you're lucky. Let's put it that way. But you don't. That's not the way you do calligraphy. Calligraphy is all downward and an angle stroke. Like if I wanted to do a C, now I don't have my ink right here, but for instance, if I wanted to do a C, like with this, I could do a, look, it looks like a puffy cat. I could just do a C like that. But with this, I would have to, let me hold it up. With the calligraphy nib, you have to go like this and then get back up to the top and go down for the top of the C. You can't go up and around. It's just not, it just doesn't work. I mean, like I said, you could probably get away with maybe accidentally making one like that. But if you're going to do a whole quote or a whole, you know, poem or verse or something, you want to do it correctly. Trust me, you want to do it. Okay, so any questions? I have a local order from Blick. Yeah, I get all my supplies at Blick now, pretty much. I mean, if it's something I can get locally at Michael's, like glue, and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I forgot to tell y'all, Golden called me. Thank you, Golden. So I got some Golden matte medium and gel medium. Yay! We will be doing more and more. Let me just grab a card here too. Some more collage cards, or these are just small ones. I have all the different 4x6 and in the journal pages too. But anyway, love my matte medium. Now these have been coated with a varnish, so they're glossy. But all the gluing and resist that I use to do the art cards are with my matte medium. All right, so let me see here if that's dry. I'm going to take a chance and try to erase. This paper is very porous and the ink is just soaking right in. But if I smear it, then y'all know you just need to wait. See, I did smear a little bit right there. So you think it's dry. You may not be able to see how that's smeared right there. You think it's dry, and it's not. Got to be patient, which is hard to do hard to be patient on a Ustream, live Ustream. Oh, hi, Julie. Used all from the last. I have out of, I think, how many? 24? Or was it, how many was it? I forget how many they sent me before. The large jars. Uh, in 2 years, I used all but four. Four or five, four to five. I still got one over here halfway. Yeah. I go through that. I love my matte medium, and that's what I use in all my art journals to glue everything down. I mean, I use my, Eileen's tacky for thicker stuff, bigger things, but just to glue down my images and mash them out and get everything, they just doesn't wrinkle. That's what I love about my golden matte medium with collage. It doesn't wrinkle and it doesn't stick your pages together. So, am I here? Or did somebody What did Joyce get booted? What happened? Did she get banned? Did you kick her out, Eileen? Eileen probably just kicked her out. Or did Eileen get kicked out? I don't know, guys. I miss something there. Let her back in. Now, I gotta say, guys, one thing that will get you kicked from chat is if you flood the chat. In other words, if you put a big block of text or 10 quick sentences, you're gonna get auto kicked for flooding. So I don't know. Did she put a whole bunch of stuff? Oh, her cat walked on the keyboard. Well, good grief. She can't blame the bot for that. All right. So anyway, there's our little cat quotes. And cats always know just how you're feeling. They just don't care, but they know. All right. So anyway, I'll quickly show you guys the stack that we did here. They're still damp. So these, I have a whole bunch of these little signatures for some booklets. They're about 5 by 5 or so. And so I just opened them up. And what we did, let me move that book out of the way, is just drag them through the ink. You know, smack and drag. You put the ink down on a non-porous surface, like the back of that quilting cutter. I bought it as a cutter, to cut on, but the reverse side is slick. You can use your craft mat or whatever, and you just spray your inks a couple, 2, 3 colors, and then you just smack and drag, and then that's you get these different. And they already got a crease in them. They've already been folded. They've already been folded to make a book. But I'll quickly just go through them real quick here. Let me get back here on camera, and then I want to show. I'll show Janet's zine here. I'll show Kelly's. I think Kelly, you were in it, right? I got Kelly's. I just want to get permission. Not everybody put a lot of private information, but some did, and I wanted to make sure it was okay before I read their zines. So you can kind of see all the different. I'm trying to go through them quick here because I did 6. I think I did 60 or thereabout. I'm hoping that I can get Cam and Boo to stream with me while they're here. You just never know. Boo's kind of shy on camera, and Cam, he has to kind of be in the mood to come on and draw in front of y'all. But did y'all see the drawing that he did of Joan Rivers? The day she died, he pulled out his pencils and drew Joan Rivers. I mean, I was just like, wow. I think I showed y'all here. All right, I got a couple stuck here because they were wet when I piled them all up. So you can kind of see all the different ones. This is all just what happens when you smack and drag paper through some ink. Here's a private chat. With who, Mitzi? Maybe. It depends. I have to catch him in the right mood. You know what I mean? he's you all know how he is with the sketchbook, for goodness sake. It's like it's I'll show you a couple things. Now this one he did here. He did this one like 2 or 3 years ago. Well, try to get it. Let me find the Joan Rivers one. See if I can find it real quick. Looking. Hang on, guys. I've got almost 3,000 pictures. I cloud them, but it's so hard to delete them. You know what I mean? It's just so hard to delete them. Mm. Ah, here it is. So here's, now I know it's going to be it's not going to be true color, but there's his Joan Rivers. Can you kind of see? Well, good grief. Let's see if I can get it to, hang on, I'm trying to get the glare, because it turns yellow. As soon as I put the iPad under the camera, it turns yellow. There we go. And he wasn't finished with her. I don't know if he ever did finish her, but that was the progress. Um, that was the progress he had made when from a sketchbook. Here's another one that he's working on. Um, and you can't tell, but her hair is bright greeny teal. There we go. So he lets me have a peek every now and then in his sketchbook, but he's really he's picky about letting me see. I do have a picture of him last year. Here he is last year working in my room. Anyway, so there's the Nana brag for the day. I'll leave it to that. I'll leave it at that. I won't go too I won't do too crazy on the Nana bragging. Oh well, I will go one more. I did draw a picture of my other grandson in California for Annie's birthday. Now I know it's probably not going to show up, but it's on gray paper, so it's probably not going to show. Yeah, it's all in black and white, so you can't hardly see the shade. See the white? But there's my grandson in California. I did that for Annie for her birthday present. There we go. Kind of see. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I got to brag on Boo. Let me find something from Boo. We got to brag on all three. Let's see. Got to brag on all three. Oh, this is a great picture of Annie and Logan. That's a great picture of Annie. I'm going to scrapbook this one. Isn't that a great picture right there? I know there's a glare on the from all the lights, guys, because I got 5 lights on in here. There. Isn't that a great picture of Annie and Logan? The bot did not kick you, Moomy. All right, let me find something with Boo. I showed y'all that Cam was, what do you call it? Halloween. Oh, I know. I got a Halloween picture. Here's a Halloween picture. Let's see. There's Boo as Dorothy. She has her, look, they all have their foot brace, their knee brace. They're all in cheer. Anyway, you don't see it. She didn't have it on there, but she had a big zombie scar on her face. She went as Dorothy Zombie. Dorothy Zombie. I don't think I don't have a. Let me see. Let me see if I have a picture of on my phone of the zombie. Don't if y'all get squeamish, look away. Are we having fun yet? I know people watching the recording. Just turn it off. Just turn the recording off. Oh, just saying. Don't email me. All right. Let's see. I thought I kept it. Maybe not. Oh, I know it's in message. Denise messaged it to me. So hang on, let me look. It's in messages. All right, let's see. I think. I think she messaged it to me. Let me scroll back here. It's going to show you her zombie scar. It's really bad. I mean, it's really good as far as the makeup job, but I don't know if I have it. Let's see. Y'all still with me? Oh, I don't know, guys. I had it. Maybe I don't. The way that Boo had cute factor. Yeah, with the ooh factor. Yeah. The cute. Now here's the cute factor. This is Denise trying to bribe me to come visit my grand dog. That's her trying to bribe me to come visit. Oh, hang on, I'm still looking for the Boo thing. Oh, I don't know. I might not. I don't know. I don't know where I put it, guys. I have so many places to put pictures. I thought I had it right there, but maybe not. One more look. One more load earlier messages, and then I'm going to say, oh, well. Yeah, I don't know where she, I know she sent them to me, but I don't remember. Ah, here we go. All right, look away. Look away if you're squeamish. Look away if want to see, don't want to see the cute and the ooh. All right, ready? There's the zombie Dorothy. And Cam went as, I keep forgetting his name. Here's Cam at Halloween. He went as, oh, what's his name? I've told y'all before I can, the Mission Impossible guy. What's his name? Oh. You need a control for your 85. Yeah, I do cloud my pictures, Jean. I do cloud them. And I got a new phone coming. So I've got them all clouded. Tom Cruise. Thank you, Janet. Tom Cruise. Cam went as Tom Cruise. There he is as Tom Cruise. Who goes as Tom Cruise? I don't know. Anyway, so let's move on. I want to show Janet's. I'm going to show Janet and my zines here. Sorry, guys. It was a Nana moment. I have those every now and then. It's just a Nana moment. So don't email me. Okay. uh, okay. So these are two of the zines, and I think if Kelly's here, I'll see if I can show hers. I know Jane will let me show hers. And then I'm pretty sure. Let me look at. I just don't want any personal information. You know what I mean? I think Phoebe is good. Let's see, but I don't know. I want to make sure that I have. Who else's do I have here? I have Celebrate to Spirit Cindy's. I have Katie. Katie. I don't know. And Glinda. So I won't show those until I get their permission. Okay. Okay. So I can show. Okay. So Kelly did her My Dream Home. I think I'm good here, guys. Hope y'all can see. Kelly did My Dream Home. She says, I don't have my own home yet. This is about what I would love to have. And she has these little nature, like little collage inserted, uh, like if you're looking through a window, like windows. Welcome to my dream home. These beautiful steps have everything: stone steps, purple flowers, and a green door. So it's hard to see. It's real muted, subtle, like looking in windows. Oh, by the way, the challenge was environment. That was the challenge, environment. And of course, this is the garden inside the red building in the studio in the backyard. All are welcome if this even happens. So it's like a little English garden gate thing you go through. It's not picking it up, guys. It's like a Monet, you know. It's real subtle. I know, isn't that pretty? And she says, sorry for no actual photos or drawn in this. We had totally, she said that she had totally stamped, but I hope you enjoyed. So I thought it was great, Kelly. And Kelly, I don't know, I won't talk about her personal situation. She is more than welcome to tell y'all, but she has, I mean, just the fact that she's here, guys, she's a caretaker. And so, let's give Kelly a hug. So thank you, Kelly. Um, I'm just not going to show three of them that are not here. So we had three, four, five, six, seven. I think we had eight participants. I think we had eight this time. Three, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, and we got a double. We got a double. When y'all see, if y'all saw Janet's the first one in her handwriting and her impeccableness of her zines, we're all telling her she needs to. She's accusing us of making her go back to work, to go to work as a book illustrator. But anyway, you had a dream once. Good grief, Jamie. All right. So, all right. Well, this is the one I did. My environment. I love books. And so that's my environment. All right. So I did a little quote. Now, I was going to color these before I made the copies of them. I said, I think I'll color all the books and shade them and all that. But then after I looked at it with the black, white, and brown, I liked it that way. So I purposely did not color it because I just like the way the books look like this. So I just hand drew a bunch of bookshelves and little books on the shelves, no titles, nothing like that. I just tried to make them all different and, uh, you know. So, and of course, one of my favorite quotes I put in mine: outside of a dog, a book is a man's best friend. Inside of a dog, it's too dark to read. And that's a Groucho Marx quote. And then I have the information on the back. So that's my environment. That's my environment. Okay. It's kind of a simple environment, but anyway. Okay. All right. So this one is um if y'all remember Jane, I got Jane's here too. If y'all remember Janet's last time, she did the like a newspaper, like a faux little newspaper with the duck story. Do y'all remember it? So this time she went out of her way. First off, she put your Monkey Island information has arrived. She has everything was in a little book, and I mean a little envelope. You like that, Dana? Okay, so let's do the her zine here first, and then she has the Monkey Island Inquirer. So y'all know that she does these faux newspapers. I'm telling you, it needs to be a book, Janet, a book of faux newspapers. Like a book of them. So cute, right, guys? Y'all get on her. She says we're just trying to put her back to work. Okay, so Monkey Island, Grand Lake, oh, the Cherokees. Okay, I'll do the newspaper in a minute. Home Sweet Home. Oh, wait, here we start over. Now, I have to say, give me a second. I've got to read tiny print here, and I've got trifocals. So let me, zoom in here and find the spot. Grand Lake is located in the northeast corner of. Oh, let me say one more thing. That's all handwritten. That is her handwriting, people. Handwritten. Oh, please do. As long as you let us share, Janet, show everybody. All right, Grand Lake is located in the northeast corner of Oklahoma. It exists primarily for power generation. Pensacola Dam is said to be the longest multiple arc dam in the world at 5,145 feet with 51 arches. There is 1,300 miles of shoreline with a surface area of 46,500 acres. Life here revolves around the lake. I'm glad fate brought me to this beautiful place. You need to get a hold of, at least get a hold of Scholastic and do Scholastic. I mean, wouldn't you love if you were a kid to have this as a textbook? You would remember your facts. You would so remember your facts. All right, so I'm fortunate to share my life here with my mate Robert and our boss Roxy. She's not very nice, but I love her. There's Roxy. Are y'all enjoying this? I know I am. I love it. Home sweet home street view. I hope it's focusing, guys. Is it focusing? Do I need to adjust it? Are we good? Looking out my back door. So she has a little pond. Well, it may be a big lake for all I know. And I'm not sure what this is. I probably should know. What is this, Janet? It looks like it's tied up. Is it like a. Oh, that's the dock. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. That's the dock. That's the dock going out to the boathouse. She has a little canoe in it. The detail is so amazing. It looks like a little canoe out at the end of the dock. I know, doesn't it look like computer font, Jean? I know. It's the cove of the lake. Okay. So here are the birds in her environment. Here, the monarch butterfly. Guys, I hope it's focusing. Like right there is where you can really see it well, but you can't read it from there. But that's how crisp it is. Look how crisp. Okay. And then here's some of the animals. Look at that, guys. I'll put it. Let me put the autofocus on. Hang on. Let's see if it'll work. Look at the little snake. Oh, okay. All right. Now, I know the lights, it's going to zoom in and out because I have the autofocus on, so just be patient. All right, so here's the Monkey Island Inquirer. The stories behind the pictures. Look at that handwriting, guys, there. I know, Janet. All right, so there we go. Let it kind of focus in and out. The stories behind the pictures. This publication is intended to act as a companion guide to the Monkey Island zine issued October 2014. The Monkey Island Inquirer, is published at the whim of the management. Copyright 2014. Management I don't know if she wants me to say her full name, but it's Janet. Okay, we know our Janet. True or false? There are no monkeys on Monkey Island. This is a trick question. While there are no primates on the island, I can attest that every holiday weekend, I know, I'll hold up. Look at that writing, guys. Let me get it to focus and I'll read. I can attest that every holiday weekend, every football weekend, and random weekends throughout the year, people travel here to get drunk and act like monkeys and honestly prefer the primates. The name was coined when, I guess it's a vacation spot, huh, Janet? The name was coined when the lake was being filled by Mr. Cove Bunch after the island where the monkeys lived at the Mohawk Park Zoo in Tulsa. Now, mind you, it's my eyes, it's not her writing. Believe me, it is not her writing. Cat, Cops, and Attitude. When Robert and Merle adopted two adorable kittens in 2002, and see, this is why I wanted to ask her permission. This was kind of personal, but she said I could say. When Robert and Merle adopted two adorable kittens in 2002, they thought they had two females and named them Rosie and Roxy. In a few weeks, Janet Merle's cat, gender, uh, identify, ident, identification proved to be unreliable as Rosie was in fact a male. No problem. We'll change his name to Roosevelt. Roxy copped an attitude, obviously envious over Rosie's fancy new name. No problem. We'll change her name to Roxanne. Editor's comment, in parentheses, editor's comment. I think Roxanne means cranky biatch in the cat tongue. I'm saying it nicely. One day, Roxy heard the police singing Roxanne on the radio. She thinks it's her fate? Yep, I think so. Jim and I bought the house spontaneously while on a business trip in 1995. Mind you, we had not discussed retiring or moving to Oklahoma, but that's what we did in October 1996. If we had known what was to come, would we have done it? I don't think so. Long story short, Jim had a brain tumor, became disabled from surgery complications, and ultimately passed away in 2000 after a second surgery. Before the second surgery, Jim told me he wanted me to remarry if the surgery didn't go as planned. Being a complete and utter homebody, my response was, yeah, right. They'd have to come around and knock on the door. Lo and behold, some time later, my brother's friend Robert, I don't want to say names if, you know. Anyway, her brother's friend Robert came and knocked on the door. He's still here, and I couldn't be happier. Birds and their droppings. The large and varied bird population found, she doesn't leave you sad. She doesn't leave you sad, I'm telling you. She's like a real trooper, our Janet. The large and varied bird population found on Monkey Island, from the beautiful cardinals, the pelican migration, and the eagles, which y'all saw her draw over here, are a constant source of enjoyment. One day, many years ago, I went down to the dock to discover a large pile of dung on it. I couldn't imagine who or what would have done that. I was perplexed. One day, while I was sitting on the deck, I watched a big blue heron come and land on the roof of the dock. Mystery solved. So, my advice to you is not to complain about some bird droppings on your windshield. It could be a heron. A lot, large, don't complain on your windshield. Okay. Stranded on the bridge. Being new to rural, these are like, it's like a little newspaper article. It's like a little newspaper. Being new to rural living, I had a lot to learn. One thing I learned was that I now lived in the monarch butterfly migration route. And here's her monarch butterfly. Janet doesn't just do a zine. She does like a little fairy tale and stories, and if you remember the last one she did. Being new to rural living, I had a lot to learn. One thing I learned was that I now lived in the monarch butterfly migration route. I learned this as I was driving across the Bernice Bridge when I was surrounded by thousands of monarchs. I came to a complete stop for fear of committing mass monarch murder. I ultimately had to drive through them. I've also learned that Okies will put discarded cans in the hands of dead armadillos, but not before asking. I wonder what's in those cans that will kill an armadillo. Just a blonde moment. Trapped in greenhouse. See, each one's their own little story. About a month ago, I was out in the green. I'm sure y'all are crying, laughing, and patting Janet on the back while I'm reading this. I'm not looking at chat. Trapped in greenhouse. About a month ago, I was out in the greenhouse and noticed the very distinct odor of skunk. Upon further inspection, I realized he was right outside the door, and the business end was aimed in the direction of my path back to the house. I figured he'd move on, so I waited. After a while, I pounded on the window and he wasn't budging. My phone was in the house, so I waited some more. Finally, I decided to run for it. Fortunately, he was preoccupied and I didn't get sprayed. The next day, we discovered he dug up and eaten a whole clutch of turtle eggs. He's almost a little storyteller and an artist. I know. So anything. That was a dumb thing. You mean about the The bird droppings, Janet? I don't know. That was funny. So that was Janet's contribution of three in the envelope, the little envelope, and the Inquirer, and her zine. So yeah, if you have another one, send it on. Now I'm gonna have to keep trying to stay focused here so I can show y'all close up. Hey, sister woman, wasn't that good? I know. So thanks, Janet. All right, I'm going to show two more, and then the others I'll wait and get their permission. All right, so I know I'm allowed to show Jane's because she was the host of the swap. And so look at Jane's. Look, isn't that so good? The Incidental Press home issue, November 2014. Now, again, guys, let me focus my eyes and stuff. All right, so here we have the whole, like a little city. She said, I left the city in 2012. Now she has a little note here, I think of the something, but I can't read that. So there's the city. I love her drawings. Her drawings are like sketchy, like, I really like that. Now I'm close enough to get there, but far enough away that it doesn't follow me home. So here's the city, and there's where she lives now. Oh, about the stupid the cans. Oh, okay. It's all right, Dave. I mean, it's all right, Janet. You're so cute. Okay. All right. So here are her five cats. If y'all don't know, Jane has five cats. Emo the cup dumper. Isn't this adorable? Ozzy, he sleeps. Freckles the hunter. Boo, queen of good taste. Dusty fuzzbutt, always on it and preferably the center. And then here is Princess the Century. Princessa the Century. So there's her five cats and her one dog. I know. Isn't this so cute? You know what we need to do for a thank you for Jane doing the swap? We'll have to send her the cat quote book. We'll send Jane the cat quote book for doing the swap because Jane's the one that hosted this one. And obviously, she's going to have some cat quotes, isn't she? I know, Dusty Fuzzbutt. I know, Eileen, right? So look at the personality. She's another one we need to put back. Oh, wait, she did go back to work with her daughter. Sorry. I was going to say we need to put her back to work too, doing art, doing illustrations. Okay, so, and the baby of the family is Luna Lovegood, official randomizer. Lula is like a force of nature. Meteor shower comes to mind. Yeah. And then her information's on the back. I won't show that. But isn't that cute? I love that. Thank you, Jane. We're gonna send you a book to put your cat quotes in and your cat drawings. Okay, and the last one I'm going to show here is Phoebe's. Now Phoebe writes even tinier. She writes the tiniest of any of us, I think. Although I write pretty tiny when I'm like writing like in a journal or something, but I think Phoebe might have me beat in the tiny writing department. So she always does creative moods. That's the name of her little zines or booklets. Anytime she does anything, it's creative mood. In this issue, personal environment. And she always does little cute things like a barcode, swap international. So she puts it like a like little, I'm surprised she doesn't put like, you know, a price tag in the corner and stuff like that. Well, I guess she has the barcode. She doesn't want to or doesn't need to. Lucy Jane's hosting this issue. See, look at, there's my fingernail. Look how tiny that is, guys. Lucy Jane's hosting this issue. I'll try to. I'm going to do my best to read this. It's tiny. Okay, so if y'all, and also Phoebe does, she does do YouTubes, and she's shown her room before, and she's the first to say that, she wishes she had a way to like really organize it and all that. So most of my time is spent here in the studio room, which is usually a cluttered mess. Look, she drew the whole studio. Look at all the little baskets, boxes, books, jars, paintbrushes, and everything. Look at that. That's a lot of detail. Yes, she has her a certain jacket that she wears when she stream. I mean, when she does YouTubes. Yeah, yeah. See, she always has her jacket on. She always puts her jacket on. Yeah, she does. All right, hang on. I'll get it to focus again here in a minute. Sometimes I venture outside for a walk on the trails, see ducks, geese, and usually some neighbors and their dogs. So here she is out walking. Look at the detail. Look at every one of those leaves. Birds, little dog. It's so cute. I know. Phoebe, if you're watching this, everybody's saying how cute it is. Here's some little ducks over here. I know. Isn't it cute? My friends and family mostly in live inside my computer. Well, like we all say, all our friends live in the box. So she illustrated how we all feel. All our friends live in the box, and she illustrated it. There's her desk. Look at all the. There's her. Look. There's her. Whoops. Look. There's her big shot. Oh, oh, look, envelopes. There's our mouse on a mouse pad, the keyboard. Look at all that. Isn't that cute? I know. Everybody's going, oh my gosh. Ha, everyone's laughing, thinking, so cute, Phoebe. Look at the little squirrel in the tree out the window. I know. So there's all her friends. Y'all can pick out which one is you. um, Facebook, YouTube, Ustream, online groups, email, Skype, dot, dot, dot. So we know that, right? And then, but now this is the best page of all. You can learn more about my world on her YouTube channel, and it's Phoebe, Foe, F, F, Foe, P Phoebe, Phoebe. Now I love this. Oh, let me write, see if there's anything else I can read. And then she says, she has a little heart, and Franklin is the important part of my world. And then there's her Franklin. So she drew her husband. And that's so cute. Move over, Danny Gregory. I know, Dana. Isn't that cute? Isn't that great? So that's great, Phoebe. I mean, you can just sit here and look at all these zines and just think about the person and stare at them. And I know. Isn't that? I love that little picture of Franklin. That's the best. I know, Phoebe. So there's the ones I can show that I've had permission. And like I said, I know Phoebe what doesn't mind. All right, so let's get this focus back down here again. Let me get it focused and take off the autofocus if I can get it focused. Hang on. Come on. Get something here to focus on. It's not wanting to focus. I think that's probably as good as the focus I'm going to get there, guys. So anyway, you're welcome, Steve. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Yeah, we will send a cat quote book to Jane here. I'll try to write it kind of neat. So it's Lucy Jane. She doesn't care if you call her Lucy Jane, Lucy, or Jane, but it's Jane. So we're going to send that to Jane. So if you're watching this, Jane, she's helping her daughter open a store. And so we will hopefully see her on Twitter. And yeah, that would be good. Another swap. Are you going to host one, Janet? Janet, are you going to host it? Ah. Do found relatives like, oh, okay. So for those listening, Janet Merle wants to do found relatives a la Barb's ink blot stream. So if y'all have not seen Barb Owen, she's a Ustreamer as well. And she comes on Fridays at 2 Eastern on Ustream, creating faces. And that's perfect for the title of her show too, right, Janet? And she did these ink blots and made faces out of them. Unlike what I'm doing here, I just draw the faces on top of the ink blots. Maybe we should send some of these to Barb, Janet. We need to send some to Barb and have her make faces out of those. You would do it? Okay, well, let us know, Janet, if you want to do it. And yeah, that would be fun. Found relatives. Okay, I'll show you how to fold a zine, Sandy Chick. 1 second. And yeah, there's Barb's. Is that Barb's? Oh, that's you. Phoebe's YouTube. Yeah, there's Phoebe's YouTube for those in the chat if you want a direct link to her YouTube. Thanks, Dana. Oh, there's Barb. Yeah, Barb, we're going to put you to work. We're going to send you a pile of these to make faces. No, I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that. But y'all do go check out Barb's Ustream. And I don't know if it's called Found Relatives or what the title of uh, the Ustream is. And by the way, guys, if y'all don't, you need to watch the Ustreams. Now, I don't know, Barb, are you uploading yours to YouTube as well? Most of us are uploading our Ustreams to YouTube because we're only allowed a couple of months of Ustream space, and then they're deleted. So I'm not sure if hope that one's still there, Barb. Yeah, I was saying though, my ink blots I end up just doing as backgrounds, not really making anything out of them unless it looks like like maybe like that looks to me like a little city and a bridge, that kind of thing. So I'm more like that. I don't really look for faces. I guess I could. If we do a zine swap with Lucy Jane, we'll have to do that. Okay, how to fold a zine. All right, let me use mine right here as an example. Okay, so now, let me find that book real quick. Rabbit Trail. Hang on, guys. Let me find this book real quick if I can. Well, I've got to remember where I put it. Okay. There are hundreds of ways to fold a zine. We have done the simplest one that there is. It is the simplest way to make a zine. So I'll show you how to do that, but I also want to show y'all this book, which was on Amazon for like 99 cents. A bunch of girls got it for 99 cents. I think they bought it out though, so it may not be there anymore. But it's called What You Mean, What's a Zine? The Art of Making Zines and Mini Comics. And it's old school. Let me see what year this came out. 2006. They are old school. I need to show some books. Now see, Jeannie, now I'm going to want to show books. I have books I want to show now that I'm showing this. I might just do a little book review. This is just going to be a mismatch of everything. Okay. But anyway, it's hand-drawn in a comic book style in how to make handmade zines, little mini books. And they go from like glue. They're not really computer. Okay, I think I got a package delivered. Right, yeah. Let me look out the window. Yeah, hang on, guys. Wait. Yeah, okay, I got a package. All right, hang on, guys. I might have to sign for it. Thank you. Want a bottle of water? Okay. Okay, yeah, I got a package. I think I know what it is. I'm not positive. Do I want to open it and let y'all see? I got some now. Hang on, guys. I'm 5 rabbit trails. Hang on. Let me see what it is first, and then I might. Oh, it is. It is. It is what I thought it was going to be. Okay, maybe I'll show you in a minute. All right. All right, terrible. Okay, I bumped the camera again. All right, out of breath. Up and down the stairs. Let me catch my breath. Take a sip. All right. So anyway, it's a cool book. I don't know if it's still on Amazon, but you can see it's a cool book just because of the art in it. The cartoons, the handwriting, and it's got a zillion ways to fold it. So, hang on, guys, I gotta catch my breath. So, it's really a cool book just to sit and read and enjoy. But this is one of the folds for, was it CB that asked? Well, actually, it is my Christmas present from Denise. So I gotta say, some of y'all know what that is. It's my Christmas present from Denise. All right. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to cover everything here. All right. So here is how you fold a zine. Maybe I should just let me just get a piece of paper and start. Do one. And when I say fold a zine, this is just one way to fold a zine. This is the simplest way, okay? All right. So what you do here, you take it and you fold it in half. Fold it in half again. Fold it in half again. Just to get it all folded. All right. Then you open it all back up so you can see the folds. All right. Now, the thing about doing a zine is it doesn't, when you open it up, you can see that it does not match up. In other words, it doesn't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got to work on at least a sketch with it folded up so you know how it's going to look. So what you do after it's folded like this is you just can take a knife or scissor, whatever. I don't want to cut through my paper because I just painted it. For those of y'all that don't know, my table I put a new thing of blue paper on it, and it was making the camera lighting yellow. And by the way, it just went a little dark there. Let me try to. It was making my everything look yellow, and so I just painted it. I painted it black. So that it's, yeah, because I was out of black paper. So then you just cut down the 2 middle. You can do it with the scissors. I'm just trying to do it with the knife here, just to show y'all. You cut down the 2 middle sections. Okay. CB, are you here and following? Okay. And then, so you can see that this one is folded up and this one's folded down. All you have to do is just kind of refold that one, and you just flip it up in the middle, and you kind of do like a star. Now you have to it's best if you take your time to, fold each fold very neatly. But that's basically the fold right there. And that will give you a little booklet of 8 pages. Now you want to do it neater than I did, but that's the basic fold. Okay? Got it? Oh, it was Sandy. Sandy Chick. Yeah, sorry. I couldn't remember your CB. And so that's what this is. Now, you can see when you do a zine swap with our group, you do one original. I'll just kind of rehash it here. You do one original, and then you make however many copies of however many people are in the swap. This one we were supposed to have 12, but a couple people dropped out, so we ended up having what I say 8. And the last one that I did, we had 22. So it can range, and you don't want to have more than 25 or so because otherwise they all will not fit in a business size envelope. You can get 25. See how thin they are when you fold them up? You can get like about 25 in one business size envelope with extra stamps, of course. But anyway, you make one original and then you make however many copies for that many people in the swap. But here's the rub. Let's say there's 25 people. That means you take your 25 copies, you fold and cut all 25 copies yourself. You have to send them in like this. You don't send them in like this. Okay? You have to cut and fold your own 25, or well, in this case we had 12 to do, but whatever. But here's the thing. You want to fold your paper, even if it's just a sketch paper, and either work on this practice sheet or at least number it. In other words, you want to, and the direction, like you could say this is the top, because I'll show you why. All right, so you want to have, and you would do this in pencil. You could do it little. It's just for your own, so you know where you are. Because if you don't want to work on it in a book form, you want to work on it flat to do lots of detail or writing or whatever. You want to be able to do it like this. But you want to be able to do it so you know which way your work is going to go. See how the pages don't look like you thought they might? See how they're just totally different than you might think? So if you're doing a story, you don't want to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and fold it up. And the pages don't go. They don't go page 1, 2. So that's why you want to make you either a sample copy. And look, this side's upside down from that side. So you want to make sure and do one of these for yourself so you know how, when it's folded up, how it's going to 1, 2, 3. See what I'm saying? Okay? Hostess will not cut and fold for you. Dee Dee said so. Yes, EB. Thank you. So anyway, that's the simple version, but there's lots of other more complicated. There's different ones where they staple, and let's see here. Zine formats. You can just see all the different kinds that there are. And this little book shows you, and I'm sure you can find it on YouTube or on Google it and find free examples of how to fold a zine. Okay, but there's just all kinds. That's my point. There's a different fold right there. So because a lot of, when we first did the first one, I guess about 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago we did the first one? That, a lot of people just wanted something, we all did. We wanted something simple. We wanted to concentrate on doing the little stories. And so, yeah. Okay. So there is that. I was going to, I'll have to, here it is. Here's my little Jane book. I want to make sure that goes out to her. I've had a couple of requests on YouTube for, and I know a lot of y'all have probably already seen, a lot of collage and art journal books. And So I don't know if y'all are interested in seeing. Let me see how long the show's gone on for. Okay, I would have to do another show, do a separate show if y'all had wanted to see um, art journal and collage books. If you'd like me to do that, I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, not necessarily right now, but I would do it anyway, even if nobody was here, just to do the recording of it, because people have asked. They want to just see different art journal books, collage books, and all that. Jeannie's leaving. Are you really leaving, Jeannie? She might be. Jeannie doesn't. Oh, she's susceptible to book enabling. Oh, Jeannie, you're the best. Well, anyway, I did show one book on this. Okay, so I think I will do another show unless somebody else wants to stream. Has anybody seen anybody else wanting to stream? Okay, let's see here. Is she really leaving, guys? All right, I'm going to show y'all what I got my Chris. I'm going to show y'all my Christmas present from Denise. Y'all want to see my Christmas present from Denise? All right, hang on. I'm trying to get it out of the box. Maybe I shouldn't show it on a recording. All right. Uh-oh, hang on. All right, so here is my Christmas present from Denise. She got me the iPhone 6P. There's my Christmas present. So thank you, Denise. Yes, my new phone. That's what Denise got me for Christmas. Yes, I know the chat keeps messing up, Dana. I know. So thank you, Denise. That's what my daughter got me for Christmas. She doesn't pay the monthly. She doesn't pay the monthly bill, but she got it for me. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop this one. Bye, Barb. I'm going to stop this one, and I will do another recording if you guys want to see books. Jeannie's probably already run for the hills. I probably won't see her for a week. But if y'all would like to see, unless y'all tell me someone else is streaming, if not, then I will show some art journal books and collage books. Okay, so thanks guys for being here, seeing how we did some drag and some inks, made a little book for Jane, showed the zines, showed his book, and yeah. So I'm going to stop this recording and just hang loose.